Hey guys, Rorius here. Welcome to a different kind of video. We're on Reddit, and we're gonna look at memes and videos and I can't say it's first minute. We're on r/mildlyinfuriating. And we're gonna look at the top 20 posts of all time. We'll probably switch to top of the day or of the week in future. But for now, since it is the first time I'm ever doing Reddit review stuff, I shall look at the top of all time and see how many of them I've already seen, because it's all time. Starting with number 20, bottom must be more than 10 centimeters on sides. Oh, I saw this. I heard about this. Norway women's beach handball team fined for wearing shorts instead of bikini bottoms. The Norwegian women's beach handball team has been fined 1,500 euros for wearing shorts instead of bikini bottoms during a game. Women should wear a bikini where the top should be a tight-fitting sports bra with deep openings at the arms. The bottom must not be more than 10 centimeters on the sides, the regulations say. That's fucking bullshit. People doing sports should be able to wear whatever the fuck they want to wear. They should not be restricted to, like, sure, within reason, but a woman should be able to wear whatever a man's wearing. And men should be allowed to wear whatever a woman's wearing. There should be no strict regulation on those kind of clothing, unless it's highly specialized sport. But in this case, that is not the case. In this case, you can do volleyball or beach handball without wearing a bikini. Because men do it without wearing a bikini. I paid $10 in delivery fee, and none of it is for the driver. So what's the fee for then? Oh yes, I've seen this as well, yes. Basically, any delivery charge is not a tip paid to your driver. Please reward your driver for their awesomeness. Our drivers don't have extra cheddar. They carry less than $20. This is nonsense. Like, if the delivery cost is not covering the driver's costs, then what the fuck is the delivery for? It's just extra money into the pizza people's hands. That's nonsense. Pay your frickin' workers. I live in New Zealand. We don't tip here because people aren't paid enough. People should still be getting paid more. But drivers, people working at fast food places, at least earn considerably more than they would in the equivalent American or tipping culture job. In a culture where you have to tip, the idea is that it's like, oh, the food price isn't as expensive because they don't have to pay their workers as much. But you're just paying that money anyway, and it's in this confusing tipping system. If you just pay a little bit more for your food, then you don't have to tip. And it's all handled all for you. You don't have to do the math. You don't have to do like, oh, how much should I tip for this particular thing? Is 10% enough? Is 20% enough? You don't have to do any mental math. It's just done for you. That's how it should be. Disney Plus. All the classic Simpsons episodes on Disney Plus are in cropped widescreen format. Oh, I've seen this as well. I have seen all of these. Screw it. They're good though. This means you miss out on tons of great visual jokes, like how Duff Light, and Duff Dry all come from the same tube. That's kind of sacrilege, you know? It definitely should be that it's delivered to you in 4:3 or in, you know, original resolution, and you have the choice to stretch it and remove those parts of the screen. I hate the idea that they've like gone into their system and cropped it manually, and now you're being delivered a hard cropped version you can't like get the extra details from. That pains me, that hurts me a little. Amazon started placing their lockers in my city. That's how our parks, sidewalks look now. Oh yes, yep, no, I loathe this. The fact that it's in a public park, like an area that's supposed to be a serene getaway from the modernities of life, has a fucking Amazon hub. Just like, in your face. If they put a little piece of concrete on the side of the footpath, and put the Amazon hub on that little bit of square concrete that's off the footpath, I would have way less objection to this. The fact that it's just on the footpath, in your way, detracting from your enjoyment, your space, your freedom in the park, I hate it. I hate this so much. This is mildly infuriating in every way. Renters demanded a new dryer since this one isn't working well. Let me guess, full of lint. It's gonna be just full of lint. Ugh. Yeah. Oh no, it's like a fucking carpet. Awful. You literally didn't even have to remove it. It just came off upon opening the filter. Jesus Christ, this is a fire hazard waiting to happen. A caretaker stole my grandpa's old Rolex before he died. I was supposed to have it. Oh, this is just like an empty box. With all the like... These are all like the official... Yeah. It's like, these are paperwork to say that it's like a real authentic Rolex. From what looks like to be some time ago. That's atrocious. Whoever the caretaker, like whoever they work for, you should be contacting them and getting that sorted. That's not okay. What the actual fuck? Cancel all student debt right fucking now. Hundreds of baby boomers are taking classes at the University of Minnesota as part of its senior citizen education program, and all for just $10 per credit. What? So wait. Adults, seniors, are getting into American universities for $10 a credit. I'm assuming, a credit is a point. In the university that I went to, every semester's paper, singular paper, would give you approximately 15 points or credits towards your degree or whatever you're doing. So I'm assuming this is the same. I'm going to assume this is the same, because even in that context, you get 15 credits per paper. That means I'd be getting the paper for $150. When normally papers for undergraduates and for students, for young students just going into university for the first time, papers usually cost in the thousands of New Zealand dollars. If that is the case, ooh. Especially American universities charge so much for their papers. Poor American students with their tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt at the end of their friggin' course. Jesus Christ. Ever wonder what the top of Everest looks like? I know. I already know. It's horrifying. It's so... Ugh. It's so depressing. You just see this and it's just... What could you even say about this? Other than, God, humans suck. God, we suck. Don't we? Not us. Not you and I, viewer. The other people going up Everest fucking suck. I remember hearing that there is some rule that if you go on Everest, you have to take a certain amount of pounds worth of, well, kgs, whatever. You have to take a certain volume of trash back with you as like a way to try and clear the mountain. But if you don't, it's like a $4,000 fine or something like that. Apparently, people just budget that into their holiday so that they don't have to bring the trash back. They budget the fine for not taking trash down off of Mount Everest, the biggest, most tourist destination mountain in the world. They budget that shit in so that they don't have to be a good person. They can just be a piece of shit. Look at this jerk of a landlord. Oh, I saw this one. That, I would be so bad. That awkward moment when your thermostat is actually just hanging on a nail and doesn't control the temperature whatsoever. Shout out to the best landlords ever. I would be so upset if the whole time I've been like twisting it, like, it isn't working. It's not changing the temperature, and I fucking find out, in essence, just fucking glued a thermostat to the wall. There's nothing there. Oh my god. I would be... who would you call? The police? Just call the police. This is bullshit. Men's beach handball team's uniform versus the women's. Oh, so we got this going on. We got more of this. Yeah, see? This is exactly what I was talking about. If the men can wear this, then the women can wear it. It's bullshit. There's just no excuse. I was sat here for a moment thinking like, what possible reason could you justify that? There is none. There is no reason that you could justify that. Well, no, there's one, but it is not a good reason. They just want to keep their sport monetizable. They know that people will watch if there's bikini-clad women playing the sport. If they aren't bikini-clad anymore, if they're wearing sensible clothing, then the horny men who watch it won't be watching it anymore, will they? And they'll lose revenue. Fucking hell. I I hate the world. Before and after. Oh, that's just sad. Why would they do that? So, I mean, yeah, what we're seeing here is that at some point, a blank wall was decorated, basically. Someone had a blank wall, and this was probably commissioned by someone. Perhaps whoever owned the building commissioned an artist to make a mural of a blank, boring wall. Either new owners or someone who didn't like the look of it painted it blank. They painted over this fucking interesting and visually interesting and artistic wall with beige, yellowy white. And now it has dicks on it. As it should. Don't ever stop spray painting dicks on this wall until someone pays to have a new mural painted on over the top of it. It's only fair. Actually, I have a rant about this. Something that I remember seeing was the fact that humans and stuff we're becoming more and more depressed and like dissociative of our surroundings. What I've heard is that, as you would kind of expect, it's kind of logical when you think about it, if you're surrounded by boring visual cues, if you're surrounded by grey walls, white and grey and no colors, and you're walking through brick concrete spaces with nothing visually interesting anywhere, that affects your mood. That tends to lead to you feeling sad. Sadder than you would be otherwise. Having a visually vibrant space, having a park near where you live, having trees, birds, art, having artworks, visually interesting spaces to move through, massively improves morale, massively improves your mental state. So what they've done here is an assault. They've assaulted your mental state. Yeah. Sue them for damage to your mental state. The amount of packaging required for me to buy the additional equipment I need to use my iPhone. All of this would have come in the phone's box 5 years ago, but Apple decided to stop including them to cut down on packaging and waste. Oh my fucking god, yeah. So yeah, where originally you would have one box with the phone, your AirPods, whatever, your peripherals, just in the one box. Now you have to buy 6 different boxes, all with their own plastic, their own wrapping, their own paper. And I bet if you got these delivered as well, they would have each come in their own little package that made with all bubble wrap and all that shit, that unrecyclable materials. Well, difficult to recycle at least materials. Yeah, why do people still buy iPhones? Why do people put up with this shit? Buy Android. Avoid this shit. It's just a dry heat. To those of you who say, oh my gosh, at least Vegas has a dry heat, I got branded by a goddamn penny that was chilling on my front seat. I have an Abraham Lincoln scar on my leg. I'm so done with summer. Holy shit. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I am someone who has had that revelation. I used to always say that I hate the heat, but then I learnt by going to Australia, visiting Australia, specifically Southern Australia, where it is like desertous, that actually I don't mind the heat. I can handle 30 degrees Celsius, plus, I think it was like 37 or 38 degrees on this one day. We were like walking across a field, it was so hot, it was like standing in front of an oven. But yeah, it was so dry that it was fine. It's the humidity. Humidity is the absolute worst. Yes, this is unfortunate. Getting branded by a penny. Heat still sucks, but humid heat is unbearable. You can still get branded by a penny in humid heat, except also you'll be sweating so profusely that maybe actually the branding won't work. You'll have a layer of protective sweat. Was just trying to help the driver. Whoa. That is mighty generous of you, but tips can't be more than 50% of your food's total. What? You're not allowed to tip as much as you want? What the heck? That's first comment. Orders $10 in food, tries to leave a $5.50 tip. Whoa, take it easy, man. Whoa. That is ridiculous. I mean, I hate tipping. I hate the whole, like, not that I wouldn't tip in those countries. In a country where tipping is like the norm, I would tip. I would go out of my way to do it because the workers deserve it. Whether they've done a shit job or not, they deserve the tip. You shouldn't be... The average citizen... I'm so mad about tipping. The average citizen should not get to say how much someone gets paid because of their work. Whether you like their service or not, they should be getting paid a fair wage. I feel like the tipping culture breeds that self-righteous, like, I decide how much you get paid, like, I am above you, just like service workers. And yeah, I hate. Kids are having fun with friends, so a neighbor reported to HOA that they must be running a childcare. I think I've seen this one. This is not a daycare, I just have kids, and they like to play with the neighbor kids. Who does that? I mean, firstly, who lives in a street with an HOA? But like, who would see a bunch of kids having fun and feel the need to be like, no, this can't be right. I have to do something about this. That's fucking Karen piece of shit. But also, something I heard is that for most places in the US, I believe here in New Zealand as well, homeowners associations don't really have any legal rights to do anything in the neighborhood. So if you don't agree with the homeowners association about something, you can just ignore it. They will probably make your life a living hell, but there's nothing legally that they can do about it. They could try taking you to court, but nothing would actually stand up in court. None of the homeowners association agreements actually have any legal merit. I think that's what I heard. It might not be the case in all states of America, it might not be the case in all countries, but that's just what I've heard. Avoid feeding hungry kids. It baffles me that schools would throw away kids' food or deny them a hot lunch because of inability to pay. But COVID hits and now my country provides 6 full meals a week to any kids under 18 years old, enrolled or not. They always had the ability to feed kids, they just didn't want to. This is it's shocking, but it's not shocking. It's horrifying, but it's entirely, you can see it, you know, it was written all over the walls. Of course they could do it, but they want to make money, they want to get some money back from all the money they put into feeding them, in my view. You either have a free lunch system, like what they have during COVID, or just don't have a cafeteria that feeds kids. Have a tuck shop. At all the schools that I went to, we didn't get free food. I lived in a wealthy enough area that the idea of a cafeteria serving you food, free or not, just didn't exist. We had stores in the schools that you could pay for food, pay for like it didn't have the typical like lunch food. It was like cold drinks from a fridge. It was like any like dairy or bakery or whatever that you would come across. Cold drinks in the fridge, baked goods like pies and not donuts. Actually, pies and donuts, while they were there at one point, they've been like phased out for health reasons, of course, because we have a real obesity problem in this country, a young obesity problem here in New Zealand. But yeah, so they sell like sandwiches and stuff, like a cafe or like a dairy or a bakery or whatever. Don't have a full cafeteria system that makes lunch en masse for kids and then make them pay for it. And then not feed them when they don't pay for it. That's just... why? Applying online at Best Buy. Oh, is this that one that has like the... Yeah, this is the fucking dumbest shit. This fucking shit. Look at this dumb shit. Look at it. Yeah. The question that was asked of this trainee, we should greet all Best Buy customers, true or false? They said true. Incorrect. You did not select the correct response. We welcome our customers, not greet them. Greet and welcome are synonyms? They're the same... They mean the same thing? This is a nonsense question. First comment, they aren't customers, they're guests. I hate cheesy corporate bullshit. This shit ticks me off so much. My grandma's lunch at our new senior living residence, that's a $3K a month. Residents can't go to the dining room to eat because they don't have enough staff, so it's deliveries only. What the fuck is this? Oh, is this that one that I might have seen this one? Yeah. That is so not okay. You're paying $3,000 a month for live-in care, like a living residence place. That is not okay. It's bad enough. Like my Oma, so my grandmother on my dad's side, she had to go into a home because she had dementia. She needed full-time care, and none of the family were able to do that, unfortunately. At least she had nice meals. They weren't like restaurant quality meals, but they weren't this shit. Like, what even is this blue piece of cauliflower? What the fuck is that? Why is it there? I don't know how this would even get like this. This is a blue, is there blue cauliflower? Oh shit, you can get blue cauliflower. Maybe it's just a random piece of blue cauliflower. But still, what the fuck? For $3,000 a month, this is not okay. Eating in public as a celebrity. Let me guess, Justin Bieber. It's Justin Bieber. Ugh, what a life. I know, you know, oh well, super wealthy, must, you know, lives in the lap of luxury, but imagine all the unwanted attention like this. You're just trying to eat, and there's literally a swarm of people trying to take pictures of you, trying to touch you. That is upsetting. That is deeply upsetting. And last for today, roommate throws away dishes so he doesn't have to do them. I bought all our dishes and silverware. Oh, is this that one that I might have seen this? Yeah, this is awful. Instead of doing the dishes, they throw the dishes in the trash. But like, you have to buy these things, and this lady was the one who bought them. No, fuck you. Like, what the fuck? Throwing out my dishes and shit? I would throw the roommate in the trash. That's what I would do. Ah, hell no. I would be so upset if I had a roommate like this. Like, I'm not the greatest for doing dishes, but when it's like stuff that I've made, like when it's my own dishes, I have it. Just but if you have so much trouble, just buy a dishwasher. Just buy something that does it for you. Even if if you don't care about the like surfaces of your items, like if you don't have any like delicates, just shove them in a dishwasher. As someone who bought a $10 washing machine, just find yourself a cheap dishwasher. But that's it for Mildly Infuriating. So let me know if you like these Reddit review videos. I'm gonna do a bunch of them and just litter them throughout November and December for the rest of this year. And I want to see what you guys think of them. I might do more if you guys are keen. I have a bunch of Reddits that I'm planning to do today, but let me know if you have any Reddits you'd like me to have a look at, to check out, and I'll see about checking out the top of all time. If you like what you saw, hit like. If you want to see more from me, then subscribe. Check the links in the description for my social media pages and my merchandise store page. Hit that share button, share this video with your friends, hit that bell to get notified of my future uploads, and I'll see you in the next Reddit review.